Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm absolutely dying in my room right now recording this video because it's currently 95 degrees outside and I can't have my AC because I don't have central AC, so I have to use the little window thing. And yeah, I'm basically dying because I can't do that because it sounds like a jet engine about to fly off, louder than your PlayStation 4, and I don't need that for the background of my video. That's not really good background music. But anyway, enough with all that. So today's video is another story time, and this one is a pretty embarrassing one. It still comes back to haunt me all the time. So I thought I'd tell it today. This is a story on how my mom caught me and my girlfriend doing something very gross or very weird to have your mom walk in on, one might say. Now, this story takes place about 2 years ago. I was a junior in high school, so I woke up that day, right? I had to go to school. This was about winter time, so I went to school. It was freezing as shit, but I went to school, took the bus, and eventually got to school, met up with my girlfriend because it's normally what we did. We would meet up in the school and then we would walk around the halls that we normally did. Now, today was a different day because me and my girlfriend were planning on hanging out after school, which was pretty rare because with both of our jobs, we both had things going on all the time. We didn't get much alone time together and not much time to see each other. So we were definitely planning on having a fun day after school, going back to my house and doing whatever couples do. So it was pretty nice, and I was getting excited for it, so was she. So basically, we just try to get through school as fast as possible. Now, I forgot to mention my mom and my sister weren't supposed to be home after school because my mom had a meeting and my sister was going out with her boyfriend, so we were gonna have the entire house to ourselves, which we were looking forward to, especially because you know what couples do and what couples want to do when they have time alone. So yeah, we end up getting through that entire school day, and she drives me back and we go back to my house. Okay, now we get to our house. I open the front door, we walk in. There's a couple lights on, which is kind of abnormal because I'm home alone and everybody else is doing their own thing. But I figure someone just forgot to turn it off before they left. So we go upstairs and we start doing what couples normally do, and we start going at it a bit. I'm not going to go into detail. I'm going to spare you guys some details. But we start doing it. We start going at it. And yeah, we are going for about 30 minutes. And that's when I hear footsteps coming upstairs, which is quite weird because I don't know, I wasn't expecting, I was thinking no one was home, so I just thought maybe, it was my cat, maybe it was something, I don't know what I was thinking at that time, but all I know I was thinking is we're doing this right now, and I'm not gonna let a cat ruin it for me, so I continue going on, and then I hear my name being called, and I start freaking out, okay? I'm like, I quickly get off of her, and I quickly try putting on my clothes real quick, and my clothes were on the other side of the room, so I just threw a blanket over both of us, and we just sat under the bed. Now, my mom has a tendency not to knock on the door, and she's more of just let's just open the door right away type of woman. So she flings the door open, and I'm sitting there, and my girlfriend's sitting there, and we're both under the bed, and I'm freaking out in my head, trying to remain calm, talking to her in person, but, the adrenaline is going through me right now, and I'm thinking I'm about to die. This isn't good. So I just try to play it off, try to get her out of my room, and eventually she actually does. She closes the door behind her, and then I quickly go to get my pants, and she opens the door and says, "Wait, I forgot." And she stops mid-sentence just like that, and she sees me with my underwear on, walking, trying to put on my pants. And she sees my girlfriend trying to put on her shirt, So, we're kind of caught in something that you do not want to really be caught in, and this was very bad and very embarrassing for me because this is my mother. Now, she started freaking out. She started yelling at me. She started yelling at my girlfriend. And I'm just trying to put my clothes on. My girlfriend's trying to put her clothes on. And my mom's screaming at us, trying to pull at my stuff, trying to just scream at me, asking what's going on, what's happening. And I don't really know what to say, except for the fact that I'm just freaking out. And I'm just knowing what's going to happen to me. I'm going to literally die. And this isn't good. I'm definitely going to be grounded for a long time. And I was right. My mom ended up grounding me for 5 months after that. So that was nice. I couldn't really see my girlfriend for 5 months. Or that's what she kind of thought. But I was able to sneak out or whatever. But yeah, it was very bad. And just to say the least, me and my girlfriend, we still were able to hang out after that. Do what we normally do. But we had to be way, way, way more cautious next time. And I still never hear the end of this story, and my mom always brings it up and brings up a disgusted face when she thinks about it because, she still shames me for it to this day, which kind of sucks, but, it's kind of bad, and I probably should have planned ahead and made sure that she wasn't going to be home before I did something like that. So on one end it might be my fault, but still, it was very, very embarrassing for me and for my girlfriend and for my mom, and the whole situation was very just abnormal, and I never want to encounter any of that kind of stuff again because no, it was way too embarrassing. Now this isn't the end of the story time. I actually was kind of able to get revenge on my mom, you might want to say. Not really revenge, but I was able to also catch her in the act of doing something, not like this kind of sexual act, but a more other involving substances. So if you guys want to see that video, I'm going to post that one and tell that story time soon. So that one will be very interesting. And yeah, I was able to humiliate her pretty much just like what happened to me. So we both got each other back, so we don't really talk about both the instances between us because we both know we got some dirt under each other. So yeah, well, I'll tell that story next time, but for this story time, I'm gonna have to call it quits, and that's the end of it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this story. Don't ever get caught doing this kind of stuff. Trust me, guys, it's the most humiliating thing you could ever do. And yeah, just make sure to check before to make sure no one's home before you do anything like that with somebody, okay? So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this story, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.